Hi, my name is Yesenia Rodriguez, and I am a junior at A&M University at Commerce. And these are my Tk20 interview questions. Okay, the first question is, why did you decide to become a teacher? Well, it all started off basically when I was young. My first grade teacher, her name was Miss Gonzalez. She made me love going to school. She also engaged me into reading, and I loved how I learned a passion for reading. And I would go home and I would play teacher with my little cousin and my brother in our treehouse. I was a teacher and they were my students, and I will teach them whatever I learned that day at school. Also, right after high school, I started working at a daycare, and I was currently in school for business administration. And once I started working there, I just saw the way that the kids would love to explore and learn, and just how happy they got whenever they finally achieved what they were learning and they finally got it and understood it. And it just made me excited made me excited seeing them wanting to learn, wanting to explore. And then later on, I just decided to change my major to teaching, and I'm currently a junior. So that answers my first question. I hope that I inspire my future kids just like my first grade teacher inspired me. The second question is, describe the biggest challenge you think you might face as a teacher. A challenge I would probably face as a teacher would be classroom management. Definitely in the beginning, because every student has different personalities and they're all unique in their own way. I'm also way too kind and too friendly that sometimes I want the student to know I care for them and that I'm there for them, but I also want them to know that sometimes I mean business. And I think once I find those accommodations for the classroom management, it would be easier for me to manage my classroom and find those accommodations that I need for my classroom. The third question is, what strengths do you possess that you think will help become a successful teacher? As far as strengths go, I think I'm well organized. I like to organize my thoughts, organize what I'm doing for the day, have it all set out, planned out, and I like to follow a routine that I know will stick and work, that will work for everyone, and I'll stick to it, which takes me back to my classroom management, and I think it would definitely help in my classroom once I figure all that out. And it will help it flow easier. I'm constantly also reflecting on my practice and looking for ways to be able to improve. Being flexible is another strength that I think I come across. I'm also very calm and patient when dealing with students in certain situations in the classroom, as in what goes on. I think those areas will definitely make me overcome my challenges that I would be facing. My last question is, how could you encourage students to be lifelong learners? I hope I encourage students to be lifelong learners by providing them with an experience of wanting to explore, wanting to be hands-on, making sure that I have all those utilities they need to want to explore and be hands-on, showing them the different techniques and providing them with knowledge and research, letting them know that there's things out there that they can try, and if they don't get it right away, there's different ways they can work with it, and allowing them to just try different things and see what works best for them, and them knowing that if they don't get it the first time, they'll end up getting it eventually. They just have to keep trying, keep learning, and be engaged. Like, I want them to be engaged in what they're learning in order to succeed. I hope that I provide that to them in my classroom. I want them to know that I care for them and that I'm willing to be there and provide them with everything they need in order for them to be successful and to be lifelong learners. Thank you.